Hey guys, it's me Robert with a new video. Today we'll be looking at a $1,000 gaming computer build. In this computer build, I emphasized silence and performance. Despite being extremely quiet, this PC will also be able to play modern games at great frame rates. I'll be including some benchmarks in the description, so be sure to check them out. Let's begin with the CPU. Here we have a Core i5-3570K Heavy Bridge processor. It is a quad-core processor that is clocked at 3.5 GHz with a 3.8 GHz boost clock. It is also an unlocked processor, which means you'll be able to overclock it. To cool this beast, we have a Cooler Master 212 Plus heatsink. This heatsink offers amazing performance for the money. With it, you'll be able to easily push your 3570K to over 4 GHz. An achievable overclock would be about 4.2 GHz. Of course, since this is a silent build, you would want to invest in a fan that is more silent than the one that comes with your heatsink. Something like this Noctua NFF12 will do a great job. This is probably the most well-known and the most silent fan on the market today. It is extremely quiet and still manages to push a respectable amount of air through. However, it does cost over $25. If that is a little too much, you can get this Cougar fan that should also be pretty silent. The graphics card for this build is the MSI 660 Ti. This graphics card has 2 GB of GDDR5 memory and a core clock of 915 GHz. With this 660 Ti, you'll be able to play modern games on max to high settings. It can even run Battlefield 3 on ultra settings and Crysis 3 on high settings at about 50 FPS. You can also use it for multi-monitor setups. The dual fan design also offers sufficient cooling for more overclocking. And of course, this is a silent card due to the dual fan design. Next up is the motherboard. Here we have the Asus ATX Z77A LGA 1155 motherboard. This motherboard includes all the new features such as USB free, PCIe free, and SATA 6 GB per second. You will also be able to overclock your 3570K with this board, and this is an Asus motherboard, so it should be very reliable. Next up is the RAM. Here we have 8 GB of Corsair RAM clocked at 30-33 MHz. 8 GB should be plenty of RAM for gaming and everyday use. If you're into photo, video or audio rendering, you might benefit from more RAM. Otherwise, more RAM will not make a noticeable impact on your performance. The storage device for this build is the Western Digital Black 1TB drive. This is one of the fastest hard drives on the market. It spins at 7200 RPM and supports SATA 6 GB per second. On top of being very fast, it comes with a 5-year warranty, which is fantastic for a mechanical hard drive. Here we have the Corsair CX600 power supply. This is a 80+ bronze efficiency power supply that provides 600 watts of power. That will be enough of power for your computer and future upgrades. Corsair power supplies are also known for great quality and reliability. This is important because a bad power supply can not only shorten the life of your components, but also possibly permanently damage them in case of a failure. Since this is a silent computer build, this build includes a Fractal Design R4 case. This is a very silent computer case. It comes with sound dampening materials and has a fan speed controller for the 2 included silent fans. And on top of that, it includes cable managing holes and an appealing design. So this is it for this $1,000 gaming computer build. This build should be whisper quiet and still offer great performance. So thank you for watching and see you guys later.